Welcome back. A Glens Falls neighborhood wants to make sure its kids have a safe place to play, and that's why this weekend residents will come out to hold a street-wide garage sale. Here to tell us more about the event and, of course, all the money you're going to raise, Patty Gray-Wan from the Sagamore Street neighborhood.
Absolutely. Actually, but I want to be able to point out this is a garage sale for all of Glens Falls.
Okay.
So primarily everyone knows that they're going to be raising money for the Sagamore Street Park. But when I came up with this idea in the fall, I started thinking about how Warrensburg, I mean, it started small and now look how large it is. And our goal is we want to raise $80,000 to redo our park. And we are been doing a little bit every year. And on Saturday, the 18th, not only are we having the citywide garage sale, we have 24 homes that will be participating. When you see this sign, you'll know that this is a participating garage sale home. And one of the things that they're doing is that they will be making money for themselves and then donating 10% to our park. So, and we also actually have a business which is the Southern Adirondack Living Center. They are actually having a garage sale too on Glenwood, and they're going to be donating to us as well.
All right. This is the sign you were talking about. So when you see one of these yellow signs, you know that the money that you're going to spend, part of that is going to go to the park project.
Correct.
You know, talk to me about this park. We have some video off. It seems like it's a nice park. You guys have done some work on it already. So talk to me about where you are at this point, where you're heading.
Well, we have a community garden as well, and we started that last year, and that's over probably to the left.
Okay.
And I guess what we want to do is it has the fencing, the old chain link fence, and we want to make this park a multi-generational park. It's not just for kids. This is for older adults to go as well. My vision is to sort of like a city pocket urban park in New York City. Mm-hmm. We would like to take all the chain link fence and do that very artistic wrought iron fence, not like a traditional old-fashioned wrought iron, but it basically is artistic, like designs that you would see in a park in New York City. So we wanted to sort of have a sort of that, I guess, almost like an urban feel.
Yeah, so it's a place where no matter how old you are, it's somewhere you can spend some quality time outdoors.
And this weekend Saturday we're going to be building a Boulder Zen garden. Okay. And another thing we would like to do, what you would see in cities, is those granite tables where older fellows are playing chess and checkers. So I think especially as older adults, it's a place for them to meet, sit on the benches, chit-chat. They may be, for a lot of them, they're, maybe babysitting their grandchildren. We see a lot of that now with, both parents working. So we want to make this park especially accessible. Mm-hmm. On top of it, for the older mature adults.
Talk to me about how this plays an integral part in the quality of life in Sagamore Street. But this is also a model that can go beyond this area.
Well, I think one of the things that we have, if you drive through Glens Falls, you're going to see a lot of little pocket parks. You're going to see that. There's one on Murray, there's one on, I think, on Montcalm, and a lot. One of the things that we know in Glens Falls, our city is tight on money. Parks are usually recreation, the first thing to go. So we're hoping that what we're doing over at Sagamore, I was on the Crandall Park Beautification Committee for 5 years. I was, doing fundraising for the shed and for the field house. So when I used to live over there. But last year I moved over to the Sagamore Street area, and I decided that if I could do it over in Crandall, I could easily be able to do it at Sagamore. And great young families moving in, cute little bungalows over there. And it's Glens Falls, I always tell people, it's a little bit like Mayberry and Pleasantville in color.
Yeah. And as a real estate agent, you obviously know the advantage of having nice parks, nice community areas. It helps with home values. It helps with the overall health of that neighborhood. It
helps the home values, but it's definitely what we want to be able to see is areas south of us is becoming really less affordable. I mean, it's not affordable.
Yeah.
And what we're starting to see for young families buying their first home at Glens Falls is, I own Glens Falls Area Realty. I know this from my business. But I also know that we're not just young families in our areas. We're, having a lot of, older adults wanting to come to Glens Falls, and the parks, it's there for them as well. And so I think the more that we can do that sort of multi-generational, and I know that Glens Falls is looking to go out for a grant, for a federal grant for funding for parks. And we're actually there, I think they're going to use Sagamore as an example that where the community adopts it. So we would like to see all these little pocket parks in Glens Falls to be adopted by their neighborhoods as well.
We'll have the ripple effect come out from Sagamore Street. Give me the details on this weekend's event so folks can check it out.
Well, I have homes that are on Hunter Street, on Sagamore Street, Cooper Street. They're all over. Some on Edison, Boylston. So look for our signs.
Yellow sign.
Starts at 9 o'clock, ends at 4. Come to the Sagamore Street Park. There's going to be some food, and you're going to be able to see the volunteers that are there doing the Zen Garden, doing the build, and sort of come and see the excitement.
Weather's going to be perfect as well.
I saw it was going to be 70. Are we lucky?
We're very lucky. Fill your pocketbook with
all these special deals.
Cash and spend some money, right?
And this is our first annual.
Okay.
We hope to do it every year at this time. And when we raise enough money for Sagamore, we will still do this and donate the money to the City of Glens Falls Recreational Department.
Sounds like a great plan. We wish you the best of luck this weekend.
Thank you very much for having me today.
Patty, thank you so much for stopping by. Now, as Patty said, the garage sale citywide this Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Just look for one of the yellow signs, and you can find out more on our website. It's looktvonline.com.